Jacob saw, Jacob heard. At the time of famine, we keep our eyes open. Not everybody is famished. How are they making it? Not everybody is hungry. How are they making it? Not everybody is going to bed at night without taking anything. How are they making it? See and look around you and see how other people are coping. And you'll not just fold your hand and say there is famine. Yes, there is famine, but have the proper attitude. Look at that. It says, and he heard there is corn. The corn may not be at your doorstep. The corn may not be in your house there, but there is corn. There is a place where God has revealed himself unto them. And they are prepared for the famine. And now there is corn there. And they're not holding the corn. They're not hiding the corn. They're selling the corn. Hear and see. And as you hear and see, then you will rise up and have the right attitude. You don't have any job, open your eyes, look around. Hear what is going on, what efforts other people are making. Have you gone to university and then there is no job? Although you have certificate, don't you sit down and be saying, I'm a graduate, I don't have any work. Open your eyes and see, and let your ears hear what other people like you, what they're doing, and how they're making it. You'll make it in Jesus' name. Look at chapter 41. We're reading from verse 30. Chapter 41, verse 30. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine. And all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land. Look at verse 31. And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of the famine following, for it shall be very grievous. Joseph told Pharaoh, he said, there's going to be a famine, and it's going to prevail upon the land 7 long years. If you waste the years of plenty, if you waste what you've got now, the abundance and the surplus you have now, 7 years are coming, there'll be nothing. You will forget the fruitfulness of the land when those 7 years come. You know, in your life, there will be times it's like no trouble, no trial. Everybody is friendly, everybody is nice. You're climbing and riding on top of the wings. Look ahead. Watch times change. That's the time you prepare yourself now. You embolden yourself now. You encourage yourself now. You get ready. Should the table turn and should things become different, the strength you need for the difficult hour and the courage you need for the traumatizing time, this is the time when everything is all right, that you have to prepare the proper attitude towards the prevailing famine. Look at verse 57 there. In verse 57, and all the countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn, because that the famine was sore in all lands. It was famine everywhere. Even in Egypt there was famine. How did they survive? Why is it all these other people, they are coming to buy in Egypt? They saved a percentage of what they had at the time of plenty. There are people that they get income, regular income. The they eat up everything every month. They don't think that, what if times change? What if time of famine comes? What are we going to eat? You know what to do? Exactly what they did in Egypt by the counsel of Joseph. They arched their cross in the plenteous years, and then they saved a percentage that they will not touch. And they opened up storehouses, and in those storehouses they were able to preserve crop, and preserve the corn, and preserve the food. You know, at that time, Joseph must have been very wise. When you store up corn, maize, food, the crops of the land in a particular place, insects will get there. Termites will get there, rats will get there, and all those animals will get there. They will spoil what you are putting there. Joseph must have been very wise, that although he had those storehouses and he preserved the corn was still fresh when it came time to eat the corn. And he could sell out corn that had quality. Why? Because even at that early stage of history, he had something to preserve the quality of the corn. Do you do that? What you are getting, do you preserve what you are earning? Do you save some? And do you say, I'll save this, I'll save this, I'll save that? And if you save in a proper way, in a good bank, there'll be returns. They'll give you some percentage. I know the percentage is low at this time, but still it's better than eating up everything, so that at the time of scarcity, at the time of recession, at the time of famine, you'll have something to take. You see what Jesus did? He told the 5,000 people and more, because 5,000 men, but have women and children. He told them to sit down, and then he took the food, 5 loaves and 2 pieces of fish. He looked up to heaven and he blessed and gave to his disciples, and he distributed to them. And when they had all eaten and were filled, he said, gather together all that remains. Don't waste anything. It might appear I'm all right now, filled up now, everything is okay now. Look at what remains. Save some for the coming hour. I pray God will give us wisdom, and everything